Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm the author of a series of books called Launch Your Dev Career, available at Amazon. There's a link below. This is episode 4, and my commitment to keeping my videos to 5 minutes or less is proving to be a real challenge. This time, we're going to elaborate on what a valid HTML document is made up of. We didn't really talk about the specific tags. Let me pull up our list again. So we're going to talk a little bit more specifically about what you need to make a valid HTML document. We're going to talk about what it means to learn HTML, like what are you really learning. We're going to talk about a basic skeleton document, the minimal tags needed, and then how to determine that it is valid HTML. Because the whole point that you're trying to do is create a document out of HTML. Why do we create it out of HTML? So a browser can interpret it properly. Why do we have to have valid HTML? So the browser interpreter doesn't get confused. So we know that there's actually a basic set of tags which are required. But how do we know what that set of tags are? Well, that's all described in specific web documents that are out there that describe and define that exactly. But we can kind of learn it quickly, because really the point is to get to a valid document as quickly as possible and start filling out our content, because we want to get content to our users, our readers. So let's see. So going back to what it means to learn HTML is to learn all of those HTML tags that allow you to do certain things. Different tags create different output on the screen. They tell the browser to do different things. And so that's really what that is. But of course, you have to learn the ones that are valid. Well, we're going to take a little look at HTML validator that is created by the W3 org, which is World Wide Web Consortium, basically. So if you go out here to validator.w3.org, and if you were to even Google or DuckDuckGo or whatever, HTML validator, I'm sure that link will come up. Yeah, it comes up immediately. So there you go. So we want to validate by direct input, because we're just going to paste our document in. Okay. Then we're going to click the check button. And when we do that, it starts running. It's a little slow, isn't it? And it's checking our tags to see if they're valid. Man, that was slow. Usually that's extremely fast. Now here we have a warning. Consider adding the lang attribute to HTML start tag to declare the language of this document. So it starts to warn us like, okay, this is okay. There is a warning though. So what they want is they want us to say, use an attribute lang equals, for example, en. And there's 2-letter natural language codes, en for English, and then that tells it that this document will be in English. Now, once we change that and we check it again, we see that the document checking is completed, no errors or warnings. So there is a set of minimal tags. If we remove this title tag and we try doing a check again, you'll see that it'll actually tell us there's an error. I'm not sure why that is that slow. Usually it's instantaneous. Well, that's not great. So there we go with that. 503. Hey, that's an HTTP error, which means that something downstream failed. Let's try the check again. We try that. We pull this title part out and we click check again. Okay, now we get our error. See how fast that was that time? And it says the title, element title must not be empty. So we have to have something between those 2 tags that indicates a title. This is a title. If you even have 1 letter, it will know that there's content in there and be okay. So the check will run again. Man, I don't know why that service is so slow today. And there you go again. 503, those are HTTP errors, hypertext transfer protocol, which tell you that there's a problem with the actual server. Okay, so that was kind of nice aside, because we need to learn about those at some point too. Okay, so if we look at our list of items, we know there's a skeleton document, a certain set of tags that we need. How do we determine valid HTML? There are different resources like W3 Schools, and you can find the different HTML tags, like right here, HTML, and here we go. Now, that's it for today, for this lesson, I should say, and I'll see you next time.